cartridge review. This is another cartridge that I'd got reasonably recently, and I haven't seen much of this about on YouTube, so again, like the Elegant Edges, I thought that perhaps it was a slightly overlooked cartridge, and it has some absolutely gorgeous cuts on it. So obviously on the page what you see is your image when it's completed, and what they've helpfully done, and I think they've been doing for a while, but I think it's more obvious and even more so now, is that the layers on the feature key examples here, the colours completely correspond with what's on here, so you can easily identify which part belongs to which layer that you're particularly cutting at any given time. So I think that's quite helpful. So this will be your finished image on your main keys that you'd get. So here's your first layer, here's your shadow layer, then you have layer 1, layer 2, silhouette. Then you also have, which I think is a really nice feature, is you have a tag which has its base cut and then a plain background. So again, some really nice tags that you could cut just from this cartridge, just as tags. Then you have a card. So you have the base card, which obviously you fold and score and fold at those notches, and this is the layer that goes over the top. Now I'll show you the picture at the front of the book, which shows you a better idea of how that would look. And then lastly we have our envelope. Okay, so you've got some really nice things, and I think one of the things I really liked was this card feature, I have to say. Okay, so let's just take a quick look back, and I'll just show you this example that's at the front of the book, just to show you how the card layer works out. Okay, so there's the image there, so you can actually see not only the card but the envelope, so you can see just how that looks so stunning. And really all you've cut there is the two cuts for the card, the base and the overlay layer, and then you've got your envelope, which I'm assuming has a second cut somewhere there, or maybe they've just put a liner on, I'm not quite sure. Okay, so here's again the main image and our lovely card feature, etc, etc. So you can see how that's coming together. I just think it's an absolutely stunning cartridge with these beautiful layers. If you look at the detail on that. Now this cartridge was also one of the ones that I got from Hazel's Crafts, so you can see that we're getting some quite up-to-date cartridges from there, and I don't believe this was one that was listed particularly at the time that I requested it, so as I've said before, she will easily get hold of anything for you. And the reason I keep saying about it is because it is quite difficult, I have found anyway, to get cartridges at a good price in the UK, so I just want to be sure that that you guys know where you can get it. I know that all of you in the US and Canada will have better luck than we do. I think you can go down your local Walmart even and get them. We don't even have really any of the cartridges they don't even have a Cricut section in my local hobby craft store or anything. They had it for a short while. It was about one shelf that was about 2 foot wide, and then they sold everything off, and so that was the end of that. But they never had any machines or anything, and I don't know anywhere around where I am that does them. I'm sure they are about. I know that some of the internet companies, there are companies on the internet in the UK that sell Cricut stuff, but I think it would be great to be able to walk into the store and just look at things and, go and pick up a cartridge from the store, or all those beautiful coloured Cricuts that you had on Black Friday that I don't know if it was last year. It's absolutely stunning. Okay, anyway, back to this cartridge. I mean, look at this cut here. Okay, it's meant to be this part of the image, but that looks to me almost like a sort of a wedding horseshoe, kind of with your lace and stuff. So even with those parts of the image, you could make something quite stunning. And again, ignoring all of this, if you just look at the card shapes and the envelope shapes, you've got some amazing cuts just on those. And this is lovely. I think we're coming just up now, yes, to the cut that's in the front. It's the next one, so you can see how that'll look. And look at the envelope and that beautiful tag. Wow, that looks like hair. You could wear that, put that on your paper doll. Okay, this is the cut that they used on the front, and it was this one here for that example. So you can see it just looks incredible. And again, beautiful, beautiful card, and the main image, just on its own on a card or a scrapbook page, or can you imagine that 12 by 12, something like that, and then you know, a picture. Incredible. That's like a bow. You could use that, I'm sure, as a bow on its own. The tags seem to be pretty similar kind of shape, so I haven't seen anything particular there, but your card bases, again, you're getting some quite different shapes on those. That's quite good fun. Let's see there. Let's keep it down for you. I can't wait to get cutting on this, and I may well start by just doing that example in the front and just seeing how that comes out, because that to me just looks so beautiful, and I'm very keen to try this. And I always think it's quite useful doing the example that they've put at the front, because you get to have the step by step and you can kind of see how the cartridge works. It's just when you look so closely at them, when you sort of just flick through, you think, oh yeah, they're all quite similar. But when you look closely, they're so very different, and there's so many more bits that you can do. I mean, this, if you did it quite small, how nice is that as like a sticker? If you could easily match up that size with one of your round cuts. I mean, virtually so many cartridges have the round cuts on them, or one of your circle punches or whatever. Make that into a sticker, say 1.5 inches to seal an envelope with. I like this. I like these kind of round doily ones. And I think you guys sort of probably realise by now, I am very fond of this kind of traditional kind of sort of look, the kind of lace vintage look, but not kind of vintage as in making it aged, like Tim Holtz. That's not my preferred style. I love it when you guys do it. I think it looks fantastic. I think it's a case of I just don't like getting all inky and messy. I think that's why the Cricut suits me so much, because it just cuts clean and neat. Even like glue, I'm sure you guys have seen me in the videos, I'm getting so stuck up all the time. I just don't do mess very well, and I just make it even more messy. When I've been using wet glues quite often, I've ended up with more on me and just making such a mess behind the whole thing. The one sort of major project that I did that involved kind of more of that kind of spritzing and all of that was the little mini album that it was only my second mini album, and I sent that across to Mel in Canada as a gift, and that was really the sort of a nod to her preferences, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself doing it because it was completely different and I did enjoy it. That's very pretty. And these are all just numbered like that. This is Damask 40, so it would be very easy to find it on your keypad. But now at this point it starts changing, because it's saying this is tea, which is obviously, I mean, look at that beautiful teapot, and look at the card and the tag. How cool is that? It's got like a little hole in the top of the there. That's so funny. And then you've got your little teacup, and I guess that's that there. Look, that is so cool. That could be like an invite, come round to tea. Okay, and that's a little cupcake. You can see the cupcake in the middle of the card there. So again, cut nothing else but the cupcake. And you've got a card here, look, with the cupcake layer, so you could do the two together. How amazing. Okay, so we've got a gift here. again, you've got your silhouette here, which kind of looks like a coat of arms, which is quite cool. And this card, this kind of reminds me of the wild card cartridge, the way it's sort of like that, quite unusual. And you've got your 2 keys, so that could be wedding, it could be obviously new home. Really nice, lovely card shape here. Again, that I think you would have to obviously use it with the keys cut, because it would look a bit strange, that one, otherwise. And then a really cute little butterfly. I do like butterflies. And this is a heart, so again you've got your silhouette here, and this is your cards. This is the point of your heart, and then you've got the shape there to put on. So great for Valentine's, or just I love you cards, or fantastic for your pages as well. Oh, pumpkin, how cute. And then our last one is a little Christmas tree. And look at that, the card again. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed having a look at this cartridge. I think, again, that this may be one that people haven't realised just how much are on there. Let me know if you think that I'm right, or whether all you have already discovered it and I'm just not realising and I'm behind the times. Alright guys, well thank you for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this as well, and I'll love to hear all your comments, and I'll see you all again next time. Bye!